Hey everybody, welcome to this beautiful sunny Tuesday. Amazingly beautiful weather, which is quite a rarity for Melbourne, as Melbourne is frequently known as 4 seasons in one day type of weather. So the saying is often if you don't like the weather, then wait 5 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty windy as well. But yeah, beautiful day. Okay, so I think I wanted to touch on the last video that I made in my car, where I was talking about mindfulness and presence and connecting with ourselves. So I suppose you could wonder why I mention these things, and you're probably wondering what is the purpose of actually doing these things. So I suppose for myself, I know that I struggle with mindfulness and presence, and until maybe 5 years ago, I didn't really even know what it was to be mindful or present or alive, so to speak. I do vividly recall a time in my life about 8 years ago nearly, where I remember I was living away from home. And I remember at the time I was studying, and I think I was studying part-time, and life was pretty cozy and relaxed. And I remember at the time I was just generally I feel like in general my thoughts are either really, 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 really positive or really, really, really negative. There's kind of no in between. I mean, there is, but quite extreme. So that's just me generally. So I remember at the time my thoughts were just very, very positive. And also I remember I was reading a lot of spiritual books. I was wanting to be outside in the nature a lot. I remember we didn't have a big backyard. We had a little courtyard area. I would literally eat every single meal outside in the courtyard. I'd be looking at the sky, watching the clouds, or I remember I had a little veggie garden thing that I was tending to. So I'd be either doing that or looking at the clouds. So, and in doing that, I felt a real sense of connectedness and beauty and love and peace. And yeah, so I was doing a lot of that, and my thoughts were really, really positive. Anyhow, in doing that, I noticed that suddenly my consciousness shifted. And it shifted in a way that I suppose I moved into a higher state of consciousness and awareness, because that next level up felt incredibly peaceful.
How you going?
Good.
That's the way.
Is it okay to be here?
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but yeah, I just thought I'd mention that.
Okay, no worries.
If you're seeing dogs though,
Sorry?
if you're seeing dogs, tell them to go away.
Okay.
Yeah,
No worries.
Cool, all right.
Thank you. Have a good day. I suppose what I felt was like, when I felt these things, it was like, I remember I was just like overfilled with a sense of like love and joy and inner peace and compassion, like genuine compassion and genuine love for everybody around me. I remember my housemates at the time. I had two housemates, two girls who were both studying medicine. And I just remember feeling like this huge sense of love for both of them. It was just like very unconditional. It was without judgment. It was just like, I just loved them and I cared for them and I just had a lot of compassion for them. And it was like my bucket was overflowing and it was like spilling out, and that's how I was feeling. So anyway, this state was beautiful and it lasted for a few weeks. And I suppose I don't think I have ever experienced something as strongly as that experience. It was very intense and beautiful. And obviously at the time I literally had no idea what that was. And I didn't know what it was. I kind of just thought, oh yeah, that's normal, everyone has that, whatever. But this was before I had any experience with Vipassana meditation or meditation at all in general. This was before I had any experience of plant medicines. So my understanding was limited. My experience, I had the experience because I had that experience, but my understanding of that experience was really very limited. It is only now, years later, that I'm able to reflect and understand and break down and recognize what that actually was. There's a cute little insect right in front of me on the grass. And now he's gone. So I suppose when I talk about, love and love heals and to choose love, I think before you can get to that state, you have to be present enough and mindful enough in your life in order to progress to that next stage or that next state. If that makes sense. So I'm talking about mindfulness and being present, being consciously aware and alive, that feeling of aliveness. When we can cultivate that for a long enough period of time, we can move into the state of love, which is our true and natural state. There's love and there's fear. And the fear isn't our natural state. The fear is a symptom of this system that we live within. The love is our natural state. The love is our natural state. The love is who we are. The love is us. The love, the beauty, the peace, the freedom, all those feelings and emotions that go with that love, which I have happened to have felt myself. I remember the peace, the happiness, freedom, the joy, the connectedness. You know, what I'm talking about is true freedom and true happiness. True freedom and true happiness. Which is where we would find ourselves when we become present enough in our lives in order to then open this doorway of love. I don't know if this makes sense. But yeah, suppose if you want to know more about this, the power of the now, as I said to you the other day, Eckhart Tolle, this is what his entire book is about. His entire book is about moving into that state of presence and awareness, and talks about the power of the now and what it means to actually be in the now and what it all means. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful day. Like, honestly, wow. So amazing, huh? And I was flicking through my book this morning and I was reading and these bits and pieces, and I was just like eating up the words. I was just like, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. This is something that I have done a lot of. Okay, so this is what I think is. This is how I have traditionally thought. You may think that you need more time to understand the past or become free of it. In other words, that the future will eventually free you of the past. This is a delusion. Only the present can free you of the past, which means becoming present, becoming aware, becoming mindful, moving into the present moment. More time cannot free you of time. Access the power of now. That is the key. None other than the power of your presence, your conscious, liberated from thought forms. So this is talking about healing the past. Talking about how we heal our past. So deal with the past on the level of the present. The more attention you give to the past, the more you energize it, and the more likely you are to make a self out of it. Don't misunderstand. Attention is essential, but not to the past as past. You cannot find yourself by going into the past. You find yourself by coming into the present moment. And then I've just written a little note here. True presence is key to healing. I've just underlined a few key sentences. What is essential is your conscious presence. That dissolves the past. That is the transformative agent. So don't seek to understand the past, but be as present as you can. The past, I love this, the past cannot survive in your presence. It can only survive in your absence. In other words, when we are being unconscious and we're feeling as though we're not in our bodies and we're in that daydreamy type state. Yeah? That's the opposite of presence. And to stay present in everyday life, it helps to be deeply rooted within yourself. Otherwise, the mind, which has incredible momentum, will drag you along like a wild river. And yoga and meditation are especially like those things that can help us feel deeply rooted within our own beings, within our physical bodies. Really, one of the main purposes of yoga is coming into our bodies and connecting our minds with our physical bodies. So yoga is essential, and it is a great tool to bridge that gap between the unconscious and the conscious. So rooted within yourself, it means to inhabit your body fully, to always have some of your attention in the inner energy field of your body, to feel the body from within, so to speak. Body awareness keeps you present. It anchors you in the now. So when we talk about this, we can link this to a walking meditation. If we want to cultivate this awareness of our body and this feeling within and feeling connected and aware, we can do a walking meditation. We can walk in the nature and notice how our feet feel on the earth. We can turn our heads upwards and look at the beautiful sky and watch the beautiful clouds rolling by. We can admire the flowers and the trees and the birds. And we can notice how our body feels when the beautiful sun is shining upon it. In a sense, the state of presence could be compared to waiting. Jesus used the analogy of waiting in some of his parables. This is not the usual bored or restless kind of waiting that is a denial of the present and that I spoke about already. In another parable, Jesus speaks of the 5 careless, unconscious women who do not have enough oil or consciousness to keep their lamps burning, to stay present, and so miss the bridegroom, the now, and don't get to the wedding feast, enlightenment. These 5 stand in contrast to the 5 wise women who have enough oil, who stay conscious. Whoa, yeah, this is just incredible. Beauty arises in the stillness of your presence. So I do talk about being alone and spending time alone, because stillness within our minds, in our physical worlds, is vital to accessing this presence, this state of presence and this power of now. Presence is needed to become aware of the beauty, the majesty, the sacredness of nature. Have you ever gazed up into the infinity of space on a clear night, awestruck by the absolute stillness and inconceivable vastness of it? To become aware of such things, the mind needs to be still, still, still. You have to put down for a moment your personal baggage of problems, of past and future, as well as your knowledge. Otherwise, you will not see, hear but not hear. Your total presence is required. Beyond the beauty of the external forms, there is more here, something that cannot be named, something ineffable, some deep inner holy essence. Whenever and wherever there is beauty, this inner essence shines through somehow. It only reveals itself to you when you are present. Ooh. Could it be that this nameless essence and your presence are one and the same? Many people are so imprisoned in their minds that the beauty of nature does not really exist for them. Because they are still not present, they don't truly see the flower. They don't feel its essence, its holiness. Just as they don't know themselves, don't feel their own essence, their own holiness. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing, right? Amazing. I'm just eating up these words. Wow. Incredible. So powerful. So powerful. Whoo! My goal is to start like creating my own like yoga and meditation channel. I want to be a yoga and meditation teacher, like in the physical world. But you know, obviously things cannot operate as normal at the moment, so it would probably be something online. But yeah, I'm just so passionate about all of this, and I myself have experienced it, so I understand it, and I'm so passionate about this topic, this power of now. It is so powerful, so powerful. Whew. There's a bit of like works going on here today. Wow. So man, the power of now, the power of now, the power of now, power of now. Wow. Whew. I wonder if you guys have ever experienced that or felt that feeling, you know, when you're looking up at the night sky and admiring the beautiful stars and the moon, or when you're lying on the ground and you're looking at the clouds and watching the beautiful trees move in the wind. Or I wonder if you've felt that sense of aliveness in your lives. Ooh, lots of grass here. Ooh, wow. Alrighty. Maybe we can do a quick chakra a quick bija seed chakra meditation, which will only take about 5 minutes. Yeah? Energize our chakras, get us ready for the day. So yeah, okay, we're gonna start. Just find a comfortable seat. You can either sit down or you can lie down on your backs for this one, whatever you find comfortable. Gently closing down the eyes. Okay. So we're going to focus on our root chakra, which is located at the base of our spine. The mantra associated with this chakra is Lam. So inhaling, exhaling for Lam. 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 So we're going to move our attention now to our base chakra. The mantra here is Vam. So inhaling and exhaling to chant Vam. 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 attention to our solar plexus chakra. The mantra here is Rum. Rum. Moving our attention now to our heart chakra, located in the center of our chest. The mantra here is Yum. 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 Moving our attention now to our third eye chakra. The mantra here is Om. Om. Bringing our attention now to our crown chakra, located on the top of our head. The mantra here is also Om, but it is silent. So we're going to silently repeat the mantra Om 3 times. Noticing how your physical body feels, noticing how your mind feels, and what this practice has done to your physical and your mental body. I can't get over this amazing weather. You know, it is autumn, and autumn's a crazy season. We get all sorts of weather, so wow. And I realize that this video is extremely long, so if you are still watching, thank you. Wow, okay. So yeah, beautiful, everybody. Let's stay present and let's stay focused and let's stay in our bodies. And let's start doing some walking meditation when we're walking around, just noticing our feet as they're touching the earth, noticing the touch of our clothes against our skin, noticing the wind against our faces, noticing how our body feels. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for listening. And yeah, I'm going to keep making videos because I really enjoy doing this, and I It really warms my heart really to share all of this with you. And when this is all over, I look forward to being a yoga and meditation teacher in the real physical form. Yeah. Sending you all bucket loads of love, filling up your love buckets. Sending you all lots of beautiful love. Let's stay present and anchored in our bodies. Thank you for listening. Love you all. Namaste.